Welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 3 of our commentary for Super Mario Sunshine. Last time we got started on collecting all the...
Ha 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 ha.
Well, I guess we better start over then. Last time we collected the first 4 Shine Sprites in Bianco Hills, and today we're going to finish everything up through episode 7. Which leads me into one of, unfortunately, my least favorite things about Super Mario Sunshine, and that is the requisite for clearing the game. So in Super Mario 64, obviously the predecessor to this game, all you had to do to get to Bowser was collect 70 Power Stars. And it could be any 70 Power Stars that you wanted to. Mario's Sunshine screwed it up for some reason, because this game's prerequisite for getting to the final boss is clearing episode 7 of every world, which will make more sense when we get to it, but also it kind of undermines that awesome progression system that Mario 64, especially considering like how open this game it is super weird that that's how you get to the end, is by doing like these specific 49 Shine Sprites.
Because at that point it feels so much less like open and choicey than it's just artificial. Yeah, you need to like hit this level every stage.
So there's, what is it, 8 whole missions you just don't have to do?
Well, there's 8.
Well, if you include like side stuff like found throughout Delfino Plaza, there's so much that just like gives you absolutely nothing.
Yeah, let me put it this way. There are 120 Shine Sprites in this game. I think by the end of like the most bare bones possible playthrough, you'll only have 50.
Well, this is with an asterisk that most bare bones possible doesn't include any percent speedruns.
Yeah, but also, you know, that is a problem. But I also look at it like, are you only doing a mission in the game because it advances you toward the end? Like, I do more than the required number of missions because, like, you know, specific missions are fun, or I enjoy them, you know? Not just because you get a shine, because, like, it's a MacGuffin, you know? It's a shiny prize at the end of a level. Like, it doesn't give you anything beyond just, you know, the ability to progress, but, like, you know, actually playing through a unique mission gives you a fun experience. So, I don't know.
Speaking of,
I think it would be more valuable to look at, like, it is absolutely a problem that you have to, like, do episode 7 in every world to clear the game, but I do still think you can have fun with Mario Sunshine if you just approach it very casually. Approach it like you're on vacation.
I think the issue is less, like, that there's less incentive to do each thing, and more that it's just kind of, like, unnecessarily linear, and, like, there are some pretty poopy missions in this game, and unlike 64, you can't just choose not to do the ones you don't like.
Yeah, the design is flawed, and there's no reason why it should have been that way. But also, because I'm not entirely sure what causes you to be able to get to the final boss.
It is the clearing of the Mario chase.
It just changes the Delfino Plaza until you're able to get to the final area.
But it's like, why does that matter? It's just like, you catch Shadow Mario in every level and he just runs away. It's like, why did we even chase him?
I mean, if you want a technical explanation, it's because, like, those are the programmed in flags. Like,
well, that shut me up.
Like, it's unfortunate. Like, the shines don't even matter at all. They are just a number.
Yeah.
Well, if you really want to get into it, then all video games are just numbers.
Yes, ones and zeros.
Just ones and zeros.
I wonder if Nintendo felt like they had to make the game more linear because of its increased emphasis on story. And I say story with, like, massive air quotes around it because, like, even though this game has more cutscenes than your average Mario, there's not really much to the story. There's a little more setup, but not really
presentation.
It doesn't really go anywhere.
So I wanted to compliment you earlier on your ability to actually shoot Petey with those little pig things with under 10 tries.
Oh yeah, that's tricky. I kind of wish there was like an aiming reticle for Flood.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was a kid, I didn't know you could just spray him out of the air. I thought you had to shoot the pigs at him to get him down each time. So that's what I did.
I think I did that as well.
Hard mode.
This is what
Also,
happens
I
whenever
just
you
want to
don't
point
use fun
out-
things.
I just want to point out, this mission was called Petey Strikes Back, and you start the mission and he's just kind of chilling out on his little island, not bothering anyone. And
Well, you
he
see,
only gets
Dan-
aggressive when you antagonize him.
Well,
God.
you see, Dan.
Also, that was weird.
To an extent, the victors in history are the ones who get to write history.
Like, imagine you're
And
watching...
Mario is clearly the victor here.
Imagine you're watching, like, The Empire Strikes Back, and the beginning of the movie, they're just like, alright, well, I guess our Death Star's gone, so I guess we'll just kind of chill out. We're kind of done with this world-conquering thing. We just kind of want to be on our own. And then, like, the Han Solo or Luke or whatever just comes over and, like, throws
Trips
a
in
rock
front
at
of them.
their window.
Ah, they hurt me.
Vader's just like chilling in his parlor, like reading some fine literature, and Luke comes in with like a super soaker.
Oh no, my suit! I breathe with that. Too bad, old man.
I'll get electrocuted, you
Ha.
know.
Darth Vader, more like Dork Vader. Ha!
The Emperor
Got him.
teases me like that too.
So here we have the Secret of the Dirty Lake, which is a precursor to one of the more infamous missions in the game because it introduces the lily pad mechanic. Or, okay, if you choose to use the lily pad, it introduces that mechanic, but to be honest, you can just climb up on the spiral mountain with the windmill and like jump off the back and float to the secret stage.
I was saying, like, this
wish.
is another one where, like, I don't even think I even use these lily pads through this level.
I haven't used them since I was a kid.
This is the much harder version. I didn't realize that lily pads would disintegrate.
Yeah.
I think when I was a kid, I didn't know you could use the lily pads like this, so I just like climbed up to the top and jumped for it.
Yeah.
And I only started using the lily pads later on.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would still probably prefer to just climb to the top and jump. Because the lily pad mechanic is not fun.
I mean, this doesn't seem too bad. It's not
It's
like
not-
it's not like the boats later on that sink whenever
Yeah.
you touch something.
Right. Well, there's not really any obstacles out here. It's just kind of getting you used to the
Yeah.
controls.
Hey,
See,
turbo nozelle.
why didn't they
Yeah.
give this to you and, like, you have to actually use this to get out there? That would
To
have been
navigate like an
cooler.
obstacle course. Yeah.
I love
Also,
this
now that this is another secret stage, I forgot. I wanted to say this last time, but we were talking
Here's the
about
turbo
something.
nozzle. You only get it for a second, though.
That's great.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Why? How does Mario get Flood back after this? Right? Like, Shadow Mario took it. Why not just go pitch it in the ocean?
These
if
levels.
you put Flood in the ocean, it will only grow even more powerful.
He's a good sport.
Flood becomes a giant kaiju.
Oh god.
These levels happen completely inside Mario's mind. They're a test of will.
Shadow Mario is like Mario's like subconscious.
Yeah.
Mario's
Like a
just
manifestation of
unconscious
his,
right
like-
now. It's all a dream.
God, I do not like these box.
Or it's like the
levels.
the like on Dagobah, Luke finding the Vader like thing, like
Yeah.
going toe to toe with the dark side or whatever.
Mm-hmm. He just cuts off his helmet and it reveals, it's a me!
God, this box in particular gets so ridiculous to climb.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it's the combination of the camera and the kind of finicky slope physics on these Rubik's Cube things
Yeah.
are really...
Yeah.
They can really mess with you on these levels. And
Yeah, it's the slope physics that really do it for me, at least.
Yeah.
You can unscrew
God.
those screws, right?
I was playing this.
I don't think you can maybe you can ground pound them.
No, because I know that there
I know
is
there are-
something with
within-
spinning on the. There
I
might
was
be
gonna
screws
say,
that you
you're
can
taking the
screw
boring
in.
intended route, and not the like, I'm just gonna
Oh, no.
jump into the abyss and hope I make it. But then you change your mind at the end.
Didn't work.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the terminal velocity ground pound.
But see, if you had a long jump, you could have easily made that.
So
Would have
this
been
mission,
too easy.
Oh my god.
Okay, now
That
you're
was
just getting
almost
balls.
really Yeah, that was almost really cool, Joe.
The classic I died once, but I don't want to spend all the time to deal with the stage again. So now I'm just gonna absolutely.
Yeah, see, the unfortunate thing is you absolutely could have made it if you just would have did 2 quick jumps. But
yeah, well, it's we all have regrets.
Yeah,
it's a relatable feeling.
I had to get into like a weird zen state to get through this level because I was like, all right, the blue one will go, then the red one, then the blue one. I just had to like plan each jump and just be incredibly patient with myself.
Why does that block extend down so far?
Well, so you could potentially save yourself with a wall jump, I guess.
Yeah. Well, but no, I'm talking about like why does it go off into infinity?
Why does the kill box at the bottom of this stage extend so far?
It's really far down there.
Like, because if you fall down from the upper section, you're falling for like 5 seconds before you...
I mean...
Fortunately, I chose to fall at the beginning of the stage.
It's to give you enough time to think about your mistakes.
Meanwhile, that caveman guy from Samurai Jack is just shaking his head and looking at the ground.
I'm so glad that you're leaving all these in.
Oh my god.
I do also... Well, you mentioned the camera earlier being finicky, but like, I definitely know that like I was okay with this camera as a kid, whereas like the Mario 64 camera just gave me no end of trouble.
Oh yeah, the Mario 64 camera is terrible. I mean, that game is absolutely deserving of praise for inventing like modern 3D camera controls. But like in terms of what was actually put into the game, it's really only kind of a half measure because, we were dealing with the N64 controller, which did not have a right analog stick.
Going from any modern game and going back to Mario 64's camera, you just feel handicapped because you're like, it's almost there. They almost had it.
I'm starting to realize, I think the thing that really makes the jump dive a lot harder to platform with than the long jump is because you just have so much less control with the dive. Because like you can't really, as far as I can tell, you can't really change your momentum much at all with the dive, whereas you could kind of with the long jump. And after you land, you like slide for a bit, and then you jump up, and it like sends you even further forward. So it's just really hard for
props to Mario for like committing to it and just going into like a full nosedive position. It's like, all right, I'm gonna die really quick.
Terminal velocity.
That's what I love about these levels is like you'll get so close so many times, but then you'll start making stupid mistakes because you're getting impatient because you're like, I know how to do this.
At least they put a 1-up at the very beginning here.
Oh my god.
Well, that's always a bad sign in a platformer. When you get to a level where it's just like littered with 1-ups, and it's like, oh boy.
Well, not only that, right? Like he's coming out net positive as far as lives go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my strategy.
Because he's getting that second one as well in the rising block.
When I don't die like an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Also,
I don't know how that worked.
So the way that worked is you input your jump before it pushed you off, and you started rising as it was still pushing you, and then you just were able to climb on top of it.
So it's like you were glued to the
Trent, do you have like flash vision?
Yeah.
Is the whole world like slow to you?
I mean, not really, but
why do you think he's a programmer?
Like,
fair point.
I mean, like, plus also part of that is just like intuition. Like, I know exactly what's happening in the programming there, so like, with the that's great. Touchdown!
We did it, boys. It's good! It's good! Woo!
I was gonna beef this.
Yeah, no, my technical
dive under the shine.
Slides off the edge. You just see Mario turn back as he's sliding. No.
I'd be lying if I said that hadn't happened to me at least a few times in the past.
Oh yeah, same.
You just get a little too excited to have finally beaten a tough level.
Yeah.
Now, to make up for how long and agonizing that was, watch how this mission goes.
Oh yeah, this is so dumb.
No.
So I'll use this to finish off the statement I was saying earlier. I don't have flash vision, no, but I can see enough of it, and I know like how the game is going to work from a programmatic side enough that like connecting the two can give me, what happens in situations like that.
Yeah.
It would have been hilarious if you knocked him down like on his belly on the slide,
all the way.
and they just kept sliding down and just got dunked into the river at the end of the slide.
Disintegrated.
Hey,
well, I guess the game's over. Bad guys.
Yeah,
dead.
it is weird that he can like run in water and like even swim.
Yeah.
But, like you spraying hurts him. I guess maybe Mario really does have a pressure washer on his back.
Also, we haven't said it yet, but Joe, what are these oddly colored coins?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's another one of my favorite parts of Mario Sunshine. It actually would be if they had actually done it in a reasonable way. So the blue coins are minor collectibles scattered throughout the game, and if you every time you collect 10 of them, you can exchange them at a shop we haven't been to yet for a Shine Sprite. That would have made more sense if Shine Sprites on their own meant anything in this game, but as we've explained, they don't, because for some reason they gave up like sandbox progression in this game. And B, it is extremely hard to collect all of the blue coins in a level without a guide. Okay, let me rephrase. It is extremely tedious to collect all the blue coins in a level because there is no counter to tell you how many blue coins you have collected versus remaining.
And it changes.
And there's also blue coins that only appear in specific episodes of each level because, sometimes the level configuration changes to like accommodate the objective. But again, it's just another element of this game that feels like another element of this game that wasn't like thought out that well.
See, in this fight, we really shook things up to make things more difficult by making you fight him twice in a row.
Yeah, well, twice in a row. For this one, you're limited to a very narrow platform as he continuously spawns a ton of enemies to come attack you.
Yeah, well, I can appreciate, that they did little tiny subtle things to make it, hypothetically more difficult.
Why haven't these guys been arrested?
Because you don't really need to, move or anything for the fight.
I mean, think about it. Their island is in the middle of a crisis, in the middle of an energy crisis, because their source of power has been scattered and dispersed across the island. And yet, these dudes are just let's use this to get rich quick. Let's just grab a bunch of them and sell them.
Yeah, because this is not an uncommon thing where you have inhabitants of the island that just have these sprites and aren't turning them in. It's just
that's what you call profiteering.
Yeah, it's just dang.
I mean, I blame the fact that he kind of looks like Tom Nook a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. They definitely look like they were out of Animal Crossing.
What is it with Nintendo and making Tanukis greedy capitalists?
I don't know.
I thought they were supposed to be good luck or something.
Good luck for the
Not
capitalists.
for Mario.
Good luck for profits.
More Super Mario profiteering in the next episode. See you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.